So Ian, a frustrating afternoon here at the stadium, just going down 1-0. What are your reactions, your feelings after that?
Disappointed, obviously we've lost the game, but I've got to say what I could decide I felt Worthing were. I felt that their rotation and their ability to keep the ball was very, very good. And when we won the ball back, we couldn't keep the ball well enough, and the times we kept it, we caused them some problems. I felt in the first 20-25 minutes we've had 3 unbelievable chances and not taken them, and then they started to get to grips with the game. They started to move the ball quickly. Their rotation was very good. I felt we made the substitution second half, and I felt we'd nullified their strengths, and then the lads hit one from sort of 25 yards and it's nestled in the top corner. I felt the reaction from the players to come back was outstanding. They could have just thrown the towel in. They didn't come back, and we've got the penalty, and unfortunately the man that's got all the goals for us and he hasn't missed it. I mean, the keeper saved it. So there are things with penalties. What we have to do is we have to wipe our mouths and we have to go again.
Yeah, and I mean, you made that comment that it was a brilliant start. I thought we started brilliantly, and that you looked so solid in that first half, defensively, right the way through the side, from the back line right the way through to the attack, and we just looked really comfortable at the start.
Yeah, I think we did. I think the game got a little bit stretched out, and we were trying not to get it too stretched out. We knew that they were going to be and wanted to keep the ball at the back. We needed to keep the ball, the game quite narrow in terms of what we was trying to do, and not get too many gaps, too many holes, because their rotation will cause us problems. But again, as I say, we've not been quite good enough. We have to look at the reasons why, but keep working hard on what we're doing. There's something in there. These are a great bunch of players in terms of what they're doing. They're fighting for their lives, but we just need that little bit of luck, and we just need 1 or 2 players to start sticking the ball in the back of the net, and we haven't done it again today, and it's frustrating because, as I say, we've had some really good opportunities and none more than we've had in the last minute there.
It looked like a bit of a chess match in some ways, because they came out second half, and I think it was Wills, their number 8, was everywhere. He was the deepest, then he was up front, and then you made a change. Were you trying to sort of null him out a little bit?
I think we were just trying to put some strength through the middle. I felt they started to get through the middle against us. I felt there was some gaps happening there, and I felt the change worked. I thought young Hughes come on and had a really good 20-25 minutes there. He broke a lot of their play up, but we just weren't sharp enough on the goal. They've gone through the middle again, and the lads had one touch, and to be fair, he's rifled it in top corner. And we just need to make sure we close that shot down, and if it's a long way out, we've got to make sure we close the ball down. If we close the ball down, they don't score, and then you never know what happens in the last few minutes.
Of course, and we've got to talk about Devonte. He got the Player of the Month for August at the start of the game, scored on Monday, had a great game today, picked up an injury. How is he?
He's very tender. As I say, we've probably overplayed him in terms of what we should be doing. He's feeling some niggles in other areas. The leg is very, very good. The leg's very strong, but what he's probably doing a little bit is compensating for what's obviously gone on in the past, and now he's starting to feel some tenderness in his ankles and his groins, and we've got to see where we are with him this week. We've got to tread carefully with him and see where we are eventually.
Yeah, of course, and games coming up. There's Hampton and Richmond, Concord, and then the FA Cup. So a busy time coming up, really.
Massively, and as I said before, I think we've lost Mitchell now. We found out has got a fracture in his fibula. So again, that could be another 6 to 8 weeks where we are. Romeo's probably 2 weeks away from doing some running. With Devonte today, Clarkey was feeling a little bit of a tightness in and around the hamstring and groins area, but it was just a generally hard, tough game. You can see why they're unbeaten. Yeah. You can see what they've done over the last 2 years in terms of winning their league, and they were winning it 2 years ago when COVID obviously took place, and obviously they won it again last year. And anyone that wins that league, we know they're going to be a decent side, and I think we see that today. As I say, their rotation, their ball retention was fantastic. Got some good players, and we've had to dig deep today to get something out of it, and I just thought, but in the end, though they had lots of possession and had 1 or 2 chances in the second half, I felt first half we had 3 unbelievable chances to go in the front, and if we'd have got in front, it might have been a different game.
Of course, and over 1,000 here at the stadium today, the Mozzarella Fellas Stadium at Clarence Park. Well, it's great to see, but the holiday season's over, I suppose. People are coming back.
Well, it is, and it is fabulous. As I said all along, the crowds have been fantastic at this football club, and we've got to try and give them some entertainment. disappointment. To get something out of the game late on today would have been good, but we obviously haven't scored a goal here. We've got to be careful we don't make too much of that. But it's not for not trying, and as I say, you've got to give respect to the other teams. But we've got to try and be more on the front foot like we was in that first 20-25 minutes. But we've got to take some of the chances that come along. You know, some of the moves we put together in that first 20-25 minutes were very, very good. And we've got to make sure that when we get them opportunities, we've got to be absolutely ruthless and stick them in the back of the net.
Yeah, Ian, thanks ever so much. Bit of a sickener, but thank you for your time today.
No problem, thanks.